couple of you guys had asked earlier. I know Nate, you had asked about Kyle Knapp, and didn't want to really say anything until we knew what was going on with his parents. But Kyle's had it since he's been in Syracuse. He's had 3 concussions in a very short period of time, and the doctors just felt like they had to disqualify him from playing, and really a difficult situation for Kyle. He's really coming on too, which was really disappointing for him. But he's a great kid. He's going to help us coach right now, and just a tough situation. So I just want to start off with that because I know a lot of you guys were asking about him. And on that front, on that injury front, not to start off with the negative, but that's what's on the coach's mind right now. We have some kids with some upper and lower body injuries. Nothing that I think is going to keep them out for a real long period of time. Our limbs are in pretty good shape for the most part. Just banged up. I think we have 5 offensive linemen that are missing time, right now. So difficult to get as many reps as you want, but for the most part, trying to get on the mend and be smart with those kids. So anyway, enough of the injury stuff right now. Had a good practice today. I think we had 73 plays of scrimmage, which is a lot when you're dealing with 9 or 10 offensive linemen right now. And I thought there were some good things. There were some ugly things. I thought Richie Desir made a real nice play early in the scrimmage, interception for a touchdown. And then when you look at Dyson Davis made a lot of tackles, a couple big hits. You always cringe as a head coach. When I was a defensive coordinator, it was so much different, Great hit. Now it's like, great hit. Brisley okay? You know what I mean? So it's an interesting feel out there. There were good things on both sides of the ball. I thought Adonis ran the ball pretty hard at times. George Morris split the defense. He had a little missed assignment inside. We had three techniques, which we didn't want to be in. But it was a nice run by George. And then we had some guys make plays catching the ball down the field. Brisley made a couple good plays. We made a great play down the sideline where we made some people miss. Corey Winfield made a play on a little bender in the middle, and I think AJ threw that one, which was good to see. Saw some good things out of Terrell. Saw some good things out of Mitch Kimball. Mitch had a lower back thing that we were trying to be smart with. Didn't want to aggravate it. Once we got him out on the field, he's really only had 3 practices and hardly any team reps yet. So I was pleased with what he did, his first real action, his real live action here at Syracuse. I thought he did a nice job. And then I thought A.J. Long made some plays again. So felt good about it. I think we came out fairly injury-free. And with that, any questions?
Just to be clear, the whole laundry list of guys that are dealing with kind of minor and upper body, lower body injuries, are they going to be just shut down for the last 2 weeks here?
Well, individual basis. Want to be smart with them and take it day by day with what the doctors tell us. If they say they can go, they'll be right back out there. So each and every one of them we'll check. We have an injury meeting every morning, and some guys are coming back and we feel like they're close, and then we're trying to make a good determination, just on a daily basis, to be honest with you. The only one that was, really the most concerning. They're all concerning when you have injuries. But was Kyle's, obviously, because of the frequency of having those things.
Yeah, and we saw John Miller getting some reps at center.
Yeah.
Is he emerging there? Or
He really is.
Trying to
Let me say this. We felt like, we feel like Rob Trudeau, obviously, is a good guard for us last year. He was our backup center last year. Didn't have to play him much because Mackey was very durable, as you guys know. And then we knew Miller could snap. He's lost some weight. And to be honest with you, John Miller could kind of be the most improved player this spring right now. And moving him in at center, I like the way it looked the last 2 practices. And it was nice to see Robbie work those down blocks like you can from a guard position and be physical and, have that little nasty that Robbie has from a guard position. So I think we have some viable options, and I'm really interested to watch his tape because I was pleased with the way Miller played in practice the other day at the end of the week. And, we'll see what happens, but I've been pleased with him.
Scott, in light of what you were saying about Kyle, it seems that you guys are practicing with the black.
Yeah, we sure are.
Tell us about that.
Sure are. We've been investigating it. And I saw, a few teams, South Carolina, Clemson, Boston College is wearing some, not everyone I heard, and I think Temple. So we talked to their people, and this day and age with all the the controversial stuff that's going on with the head injuries, we want to just take the proactive approach. So we started looking at it, and we got the green light. We put everybody in them, including the kickers. You never know when they could slip and hit their head, right? And just felt like, why not? Why wouldn't you? If you have something that can decrease the the percentage of impact, so many of the kids get those concussions in practice, and why not? Why not protect them? So, we went ahead and bought them, got them here, and started wearing them a few days ago, and I think it's a good thing. I know practice is a little bit quieter. You don't hear that popping, that cracking of the helmet. So I'm hoping that they'll help out a little bit. Even if it helps with 2 kids, then it was well worth the money spent. So that was the thought process behind that.
Kyle and Tyler Moore are the 2 guys that made the
Yeah.
Are there other guys we've had?
Yeah, we've had some, and I don't like to, make a big deal out of anything with you guys, because you guys do a great job reporting the news and all that. But I don't like kids to have targets on any parts of their body when they go into a season, or I don't like people to say, hey, this guy's got a knee problem. Let's try to double him up or whatever. So really, from my point of view, it's trying to protect the kids and the best interest of the individual. That's why I don't like to talk about injuries a whole lot, other than keep them general, to be quite honest with you. And then when you get a situation when a kid's disqualified, then obviously, it comes to the surface, he won't be able to play anymore. I'm just so happy to have Kyle in the program. He's from out in Portage, right next to Kalamazoo, Michigan. And, I used to live out there, and we've had a great relationship along the way. It killed him. He's crushed. But, you got to turn that leaf over. And the good thing is he had an MRI that was clean, 100% clean. He's like, oh, Coach, maybe I could. I said, no. Doctor says it's not safe. We're going to move forward. Some things are more important than football. And Kyle realizes that, and, it'll be a tough time for him. But he'll grow from it and be a stronger man.
Just to understand how you guys are looking at this and not in a name perspective.
Yeah.
Can you put like a number to it? How many other guys who?
It's on an individual basis. There's no true number. The more I've talked to people over the years, the last 10 years, there's some instances where the worst ones, they bounce back. My son Wolfgang, he got knocked out against Henniger 2 years ago. Knocked out cold for about 5-6 seconds. And I was like, well, he's probably done for the season in my mind. And he ended up playing the next week. I had Dr. Tucker and the best of the best in the area look at him. I'm like, you sure? I said, yeah, he's fine. He's good. The next day he's good. They have a battery of tests that they do. And some of it's questioning the kids and getting a question-answer type thing. And some of it's, a sensitivity to light, obviously headache, dizziness, different things, but there's a fine line there. Kid has a flu. Those are the same symptoms as a flu sometimes too. So you gotta really look at it, and trying to just do right by the kids and be smart, and always take the safe side, especially in spring ball. If in doubt with a head injury, let's keep him out, get him healthy, make sure he's getting rested up and eating well, and we'll get him back when the doctor says okay. You know what I mean? Let's not take any chances. It's different than a contusion or even a knee. You come back from a knee, feel good, do the test, do the figure 8 drill, do the back pedal drills. All right, hey, he's good, let's go. You feel good about that. But when it's a head injury, we got to always side on the safe side of things and continue to do our research on how to best protect them and that sort of thing. And we're always doing that. Danny Killington and Dr. Tucker, obviously, they've done a great job researching it all and just keeping me updated. This goes way back when I first got hired, and just trying to be proactive.
It might have just been today, but do you think the offense is a little bit ahead of the defense?
Some days, yeah, some days, no. We started the scrimmage, and I was like, holy mackerel, we may not gain a yard. TFL, and then all of a sudden, bam, it took off. We had players in space today make plays out there. And, had a couple leverage problems and, just got to force the ball back to the, to the interior of the defense and run those things down. But I'd say today, especially the second part of the scrimmage, definitely the offense made some plays. Did a nice job.
How much does it help the defense that the offense is moving quicker? Because they have to get used to it, too. There's more teams that are doing it.
Yeah, I think that'll always help when you have teams that do similar things. I think that helps when you look at what you want to do, offense, defensively. Obviously we have Clemson in the league that does a nice job. Florida State has elements of that, as you guys well know. And then you go up and down the conference. So I think it always helps. Anytime you can get a familiar system and have to practice against that speed of things, it helps. And, I think the kids have done a nice job adjusting to it, too. And that's not to say we don't slow it down some, too, for different situations, to have the defense work on looking at things coming out of the huddle, finding the tight end, finding the strength and that sort of thing. But today we went full speed the whole time.
Seems like you went with a lot of bubble screens to wideouts, curls. Is that going to be an emphasis this year to let your playmakers make plays, get the yards after the catch?
Anything we can do to get the ball in those guys' hands in space is going to be part of the game plan. Another thing you do is, you spread them out to run it, which I thought the kids did a great job of last year. I thought we ran the ball really well from spread formations. So hopefully we can keep up, with that type of thing, but also, get the ball in some of those wide receivers that are playing for us hands right now, and some of the ones that are on their way here in a couple months. Because I think we got, 2 or 3 pretty good ones coming in.
I know you guys had a lot of depth at running back, but has Adonis done anything to change his body much this offseason?
He's lost some weight. He's not where I want him. I'd like to see him lose about 12, 15 more pounds and be agile, be a little more agile. But he did do some good things out there. Did you get to see scrimmage at all?
A little bit.
A little bit. He had a couple good runs for you that were there.
Bounce it outside.
Yeah, did a nice job. Knifed it back and made some extra yardage. So I think he brings a good dimension to it, but I do want to get him down a little bit more.
So how's Adrian Fleming been progressing?
He's been doing a good job. I'll say this: that whole wide receiver crew, I see him competing. I see him competing more now than I have in a long time. Going up, making plays. There's great competition there. Coach McDonald will change the depth chart every day. The kid comes out, has a great practice. He's going to get more reps the next day with the ones. And I see great competition there. I really do. And to answer your question with Adrian, he's competing. And he looks like he's feeling good and healthy. So big, strong-handed kid. And, done a pretty good job blocking on the perimeter, too. A couple of those plays that we made today were, real good perimeter, maintaining and sustaining, leverage inside out to give that guy at the ball behind him a chance to split it. And, we really had two good ones on that. Another one we had a hold on. It would have been a good game. So Adrian's a big, strong kid, and I think he's progressing. I really do.
At the end of last year, we saw a little upside from Kendall Moore and Josh Parrish. Anything with them this spring?
Kendall Moore and Josh Parrish both doing a good job. Josh has definitely increased his ability to maintain blocks. Kendall, we're playing because we're so banged up on the offensive line right now. We're playing them both at tackle and tight end. That's why you guys were asking about the jersey number deal. I think we got him in 77 and 87, and who knows, maybe he's the guy that brings them both on game day too. We just have to report when he's changing to one jersey or the other. But I've been pleased with both of those kids. They do a nice job in school too. They're well-rounded young men, and really happy to have both those kids in the program, and they're competing well. Been pleased with both of them.
Coach, how's Quinta Thunderbird coming?
He's doing a good job. He's gotten a lot better. He's made some plays down the field. I think he's gotten better at his blocking. He still has a long way to go to get it to where we need it to be. But as I mentioned in the past, I've been real proud of him as a young man. He's really found himself and grown up, and I've just seen him grow as a person. And usually they grow on the field when they grow off the field. And I'd say that's true with Quinte.
Scott, what about Robert Welsh and what he batted a couple balls down late? What did you take away from him, even though the offense was moving forward? What did you take from him so far?
Yeah, he's doing a good job with some things. He's spilling the powers a little bit better than he did during the season last year, and he plays hard. And the thing I love about him is he's got a high motor. I'm pleased with Robbie.
Coach, hi. I'm doing a feature story on Jerome Smith. Can you just get Jerome Smith?
He didn't play today.
But how would you describe his on-the-field presence as well as off the field?
Jerome's, he's a tough kid. He likes to run the ball hard. He's got a great personality. He's best when he's playing mad. So there are a lot of times I try to get him mad on the sideline, say something mean to him, see if he would respond. And he always did. And then he'd wink at me after the play. So he's got a nice personality and a real competitor. And I always felt like Jerome Smith was a self-made man. He maybe wasn't a 4-star guy.